que busque candela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, voy por la cuarta vela. Y ando con un flow que te quema. Mira, se cree en G. No
Great game. Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Shot! Too slow! Just like that. One more.
You guys are the ones gonna be losing today.
Right? Keep it going.
I got you quiet real quick.
All right, bring it in, gentlemen. Let's go over a few things before we get started. If we can improve our shooting percentages, we stand a better chance of winning games. Get over to your stations. It's gonna be a lot of shooting drills today.
Turn it up! Turn it up!
Stay there. Come on, man. Cut through, baby. Cut through.
We just can't stop.
Shot! Get it. Cross.
Yes, sir.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
We're here. We're here.
I see him.
Come on, man. Defend.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
We ready, let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, you done? You done?
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Big ready. We're waiting your team.
Roll up. Hey, swing it.
That's you all day.
Right. Oh, that's good. All day, baby. Three of them, baby.
99. Get ready for sleep.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Oh, that's easy. Woo. Trifecta, baby. Shot. Ah!
You can't cheat on me. Yeah. Get off. You want the smoke?
This is the round. That's all day. You can't stop this. Keep giving me that. We shooting that, man.
I'm dropping a hammer.
You look at a competitor going into combat, you want to have those metallic armor-like details to make sure they're protected. camouflage that helps him to feel like they're within that battle. Those fun, vibrant colors, which are reflective of his personality, those clothing materials are also things that meets their needs as both a player. So something that gives them that confidence, something that kind of breathes that last bit of like oomph that they need, the end logo, the brand.
And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And, Greg, we have to talk about the shocking news today. How surprised are you to see Othella Akpem dismissed?
I'm surprised it happened on the timeline it did. But you had to consider it a possibility after the social media debacle he had. You wonder if this will disrupt much with the players on the team.
And here is Warren after the three-pointer from MP. Irving against MP. Yep, it counts.
Well, what a move from Kyrie to keep the defenders guessing as he moves in for the score.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And Doris, this Celtics team, very young. How are they doing it?
In consecutive drafts, they drafted 2 talented and elite two-way players. That's Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And so, yes, both guys are young, as is the entire core. But the fact is they've matured together, they've had deep playoff runs, and they remain dangerous.
It's the Nets now. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Simmons passes to Warren. Back to Simmons. 5 to shoot.
And the defensive prowess of Williams, just effective at altering shots and almost getting into the heads of shooters. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And after that trade request this summer, Kevin Durant's still a Brooklyn Net. The offers weren't enough to move the needle, and the decision was made to run it back. One thing's for sure, when you've got KD, you've got a chance.
And here's Irving after the three-pointer from MP. Over MP. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Well, some sneakerheads will be interested to hear. MP has inked his first shoe deal. Always an exciting moment for a young player.
And it was Jordan that ended up putting forth the best deal for MP. He'll join a long line of Jordan representatives in the NBA. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And here's MP for 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a complete game shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And you got to appreciate how much Robert Williams just gets after it on defense.
You really do, because he wants to block every single shot that goes up. He hits the glass now with a level of aggression after being challenged by his coaching staff. And goodness, his teammates love his energy.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Joe Harris is checked in for TJ. Nets trail by 15. Kyrie Irving is out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Curry. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Claxton in at the 5. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now, here's MP. Following the miss by Kyrie Irving.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Outside, Simmons. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Brown against Curry. Here's Claxton. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. Here's Warren after the made shot from MP. Irving's shot is good.
If there's a teammate open on the floor, Simmons will put it on time and on target.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Now here's Simmons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Warren the pass to Irving. Over Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. White, he's checked in for Boston.
Substitution. Derek White.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. They get it back. Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And here's MP for 3. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Another thing they're doing right out of the gates tonight, applying a ton of defensive pressure. Guys, you think about the Boston Celtics, and obviously the offense is driven by the 2 J's, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. So much of what Boston does starts with their wing play.
Timeout called the Nets. And doors with Tatum and Brown. If they aren't scoring, they're creating for others.
Yeah, both Jason and Jaylen took major steps as playmakers, understanding the value of their teammates as release points, as guys who can take some pressure off in terms of the scoring load. And listen, neither guy is finished improving.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Nets. Edmund Sumner comes in for Irving. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
A 3 from MP. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 30 points.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And stolen by MP. Going inside, and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Sumner gets it to go.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Simmons. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. The three. Horford trying to free himself up. Kicks it out to MP. Shoots the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. MP's got 37.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Now here's Simmons. Last game out, he had 14. White against Curry. Clock at 6. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot before second violation. Brooklyn making some changes. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Celtics delivering the blowout. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's MP in at the point. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, you know, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Good on the triple. 43 points for MP.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. From 11 feet away, Williams with the block.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. The Nets have tremendous talent, of course, but there have been some challenges. Katie says, I know the fans have high expectations for us, but if you're a fan, you'll appreciate Nets basketball and what we're trying to build, and you'll follow us along this journey because you never know what may happen. Kevin, back to you.
Great. David, thank you. Williams with the block.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And the dunk by MP.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And in getting that 3 to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Boston.
MP, that's for 2, and it's Boston with another.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
And Kevin Durant has talked about the Big 15 for the Nets, but Doris' depth has been a concern.
Yes, but Kevin, give Kevin Durant credit because he understands that he cannot win a championship by himself. An organization has got to manage payroll with big contracts and then find bargain role players. It's going to be a key to achieving their goals.
Outside for Curry. And the Nets, another 3.
Well, Seth Curry with the answer and the payback from distance. What a competitor.
And here's MP for 3. And again for 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. Here's Irving. And again, it's Brooklyn converted.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Third quarter.
And here's MP for 3. Connects again from distance.
And what a firework. Display he's shown us tonight just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Curry kicks to Simmons. 5 on the clock. And he lobs it up.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. MP passes to Brown. MP from deep. Good. Another from 3.
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him. Warren on the wing. Back to Irving. From deep three-point range. Rebound Boston. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. MP, no good. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Over Tatum. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's Boston now. Brown the pass to MP. Launches it. And got it. Another basket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Irving. Again, Irving missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
The 3 from MP. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
3.
Brown's got 3 assists in the game. To end the run. That one, no good. And so it's Boston holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And there may not be a lot of... And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.
Any thoughts on the departure of Othello Akpem?
You know, it's unfortunate, man. You never want to see someone lose their job, but he made his bed, and now you got to go to sleep in it.
Thanks, MP.
No problem, man. Nate, you got anything?
Let me ask you this. Do you feel responsible for Othello's departure?
Not even a little bit. Because all I've done since getting here is work my tail off to the bone to be the best player that I can be. So if Othello doesn't want to be a part of that, that's on him.
So you weren't hoping for his departure then?
No. You know, Nate, I always hoped that he would come around. But things just didn't work out in that way. I personally believe that people learn, grow, and better themselves. That's my whole point in life, at least.
So Akpem needs to better himself.
Absolutely. I mean, I think with time, he'll understand that he should have done things a little bit differently here. You can call that whatever you want, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I think that's enough for today, guys. What do you think? Thank you.
tengo todo, tengo todo, tengo todo, tengo todo. Lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena.
Porque yo tengo todo, a mí las shorties me hacen coro. Que quiere foto, pa' que se le enoje el novio. I got it wrapped around my finger like a yo-yo. Just like a Lolo. A mí me gusta cómo habla la colombiana y cómo baila la PR y dominicana. Yo tengo labia, soy muy buena para el habla. Me dice capa, la argentina vino de capa. Su novio me odia porque ya se le cae. Pero por si se pasa, traigo yo el y la chavala, atentamente la mexicana. Yo tengo el wow, dime con quién estaba.
Tengo todo, lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, lo que le gusta a la nena, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque, andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, voy por la cuarta vela. Y ando con un flow que te quema. Mira, se cree en G, no roban mi energía. Contacto y emociones, física y condiciones, música y aviones. No olvido cuando, pero se anda diciendo que tú lo estás.
like it. Great choice. I like it. Great choice. Those suit you perfectly. That seems like it suits you. Good idea. I thought you'd like that. Excellent pick. I had that in mind for you when you came in. Oh, that's just your style. Very nice. Anything else? lots of other options to go with that one. Nice choice. Great selection. I'm loving that.
logo. We have the 2K23 here on the webbing, the Jamal 2K edition here, MB logo here. The brain synapse of left and right brain, right? So, you know, he's somebody who plays both offense and defense. Athletes are not only like cool and suave and like, you know, eclectic, but also they're very like, you know, thoughtful and they're very cerebral. Jamal being such a big fan of the game, we definitely want to make sure it's something.
We're expecting an intense battle in the front court tonight, Grant. Both teams with a lot of talent in those positions.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Brown and Tatum are the explosive wing pair. Horford and Williams together in the front court. And it's MP in at the point. Now here's Van Vliet. Trent outside. Clock at 4. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Horford pulls it in. Boston on offense. And MP with a basket on the assist by Horford.
Yeah, the savvy of Horford on display. Just tremendous passing as a big.
Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Van Vliet against MP. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
Robert Williams picks up one.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
It's rare for an undrafted player to make an impact. But Fred Van Vliet has earned his spot in the league. The sixth man on a title team back in 2019. And he's become an all-star.
Now here's MP. Coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Well, you figured the advertising offers would come rolling in for MP. He'll be the new face of Kia in their NBA campaign.
I'll tell you what, not a bad face to have in the world of endorsements. MP is getting better each day, and sponsors are taking notice.
Barnes against Horford. Anunoby passes to Van Vliet. Trent from long range hits a three-pointer. Well, Smitty, Van Vliet's become an all-star. Is he the best undrafted player in the NBA, you think?
Well, B.A., Ben Wallace is the standard. A multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. Champions like Bruce Bowen and Udonis Haslem, they're right up there. But Fred Van Vliet has a chance when it's all said and done to be the best.
Here's Van Vliet. They get it back. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. MP outside. Three-pointer. Sinks the tray. MP's got 10.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
For Toronto, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Launches it. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Anunoby on the wing. Back to Van Vliet. Trent outside. Pass to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Trent outside to end the run. Here's Siakam. No good that time. So the Celtics will take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
And the Raptors with some changes. Birch, he's checked in for Siakam. Achua comes in for Scotty Barnes. And it's Porter Jr. in for Anunoby. Toronto calls timeout.
And guys, talk about silencing the critics. Tatum made first-team All-NBA last year and led the Celtics to their first finals appearance in over a decade.
.144 left in the first quarter here. Outside Porter. Five on the clock. Pass to Van Vliet. Takes a three. Here's Birch. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
You know, probably the biggest shift for Tatum, his advancement at the defensive end, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. And that's imperative at the small forward position. Think about it. You have guys like LeBron, Kawhi, KD. Now Jason Tatum is in that elite two-way group as well. And you have to put Jimmy Butler in there as well.
Now here's MP. He's got 17. Connects from downtown.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. The Celtics making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Here's MP. 20 points for him. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And again, Boston with the triple.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Who's watching him?
Trent outside. Back to Van Vliet. Oh, it's blocked by Williams. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics.
Coming on the floor for your Raptors, Chris.
Boston dictating the flow. Now MP. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip. High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
And so it's Boston feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. Building this lead up in large part because of how well they're shooting it. We'll be right back.
Fans, we need you to get loud right now.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Barnes. And so it's the Boston Celtics ending the quarter up 10. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Kick it off the second half. Here's Ime Udoka's 5. Horford and Williams together in the front court. MP is out there with Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Tatum in at the small forward position. MP, the pass to Williams. From deep, MP. And it's Toronto with a rebound. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Nets was just insanity. He had 65 points and also did a lot of damage from long. He put up huge numbers last time out. We'll see if it's more of the same tonight. Guys?
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 12. Nice D from Horford.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own.
Jason Tatum. 1 shot.
And that one falls for Tatum. And Van Vliet, a very solid defender at his position, Grant.
Not great length, but strong as any, B.A. I mean, he has great hands to bother the ball handler and great defensive IQ that makes the most of his athleticism.
Now here's Trent. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. And that'll be Toronto's ball as it goes out of bounds. Raptors able to keep possession. Birch, he's checked in for Toronto. 6 on the shot clock. Van Vliet with it. Now Horford defending. Van Vliet misses.
Bad offense to begin the second half. 4 misses right off the bat.
And here's MP from outside. And the Celtics another 3.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most. And he is delivering.
Here's Van Vliet. Oh, MP with a block.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
There's the 3. Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Horford. Horford's gotten his second bucket.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And Toronto calls time here. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Now here's Trent. Pass to Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Van Vliet's got 14 points.
Hitting only 1 of 5 this quarter. He's in a little bit of a slump, but it looks like he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
And here's MP from outside. On target from range.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Anunoby on the wing. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Now here's Birch. Down low. Here's Trent. Shoots over Brown. Trent's shot is off. And it's the Celtics ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit from deep. MP. And again, Boston with the triple.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
That's tipped. Stolen by MP. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. The 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Outside Anunoby. Pass to Trent. Back to Anunoby. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
The Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in for Williams. Gallinari comes in for Horford. Brogdon's checked in for Jason Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Jaylen Brown.
A great job to establish position and square up.
The Raptors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3-ball to go. MP's got 45 points.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Back to Barnes. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Outside for Boucher. Just 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Barnes, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's MP. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 47 points.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Chris Boucher out there with Kim Birch. Then there's Malachi Flynn. Then there's Otto Porter. And it's Jackson in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And in this era, we see some stars asking out, saying we don't have enough to win. Smitty, that's not the old school approach, is it?
It's not, BA, but what I would tell you now was totally different than the past. It's the length of contract. You have players now and teams have the option after 1, 2, or 3 years, so it definitely will be a lot of movement. There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound, Celtics. From deep, MP. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Here's Flynn, covered by MP. Outside Porter. Back to Jackson. To the inside. Birch. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson.
They have no answer defensively inside.
MP outside.
Celtics foul.
Hernan Gomez. Seven seconds left in the final quarter. Here's the 3. Fires in the triple.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So we see the Celtics taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith.
tengo todo, tengo todo, tengo todo, tengo todo. Lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena.
Porque yo tengo todo, a mí las shorties me hacen coro. Que quiere foto, pa' que se le enoje el novio. I got it wrapped around my finger like a yo-yo. Just like a Lolo. A mí me gusta cómo habla la colombiana y cómo baila la PR dominicana. Yo tengo labia, soy muy buena para el habla. Me dice capa, la argentina vino de capa. Su novio me odia porque ya se le cae. Pero por si se pasa, traigo yo el y la chavala, atentamente la mexicana. Yo tengo el wow, dime con quién estaba.
Tengo todo, lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la
That'll look good for sure.
Hey everyone, this is Matt Pittman, public address announcer for your Golden State Warriors. Flown in from the Bay Area fog to bring you your top plays of the week. First play from my team, triple threat, and Ira Hooligan Z, working with D-Rose, driving up the right side and then windmills the defense.
With just about a half season behind us, the rankings are clearer than ever, Greg. You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions?
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that could happen and totally reshape those rankings.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Jaylen Brown out there with MP. And it's Williams at the center position.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And the basket by MP. MP's got 5 now.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Booker outside. And the foul called on MP.
Number 27.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics on D. It's a 3-point game. Booker against Brown. To the inside. Hall. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Nice pass. Such a unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft,
27.
This guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
And here's Booker following the 3 from MP. Ball kicks to Bridges. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from Williams. The 3 from MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
3-point field goal.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He understands they're facing a team that can put up points in a hurry. He said they need to put forth a great effort defensively to prevent scoring runs. They can't afford to let those guys get hot and stay hot. We'll see who wins the battle of wills here tonight.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
Yeah, I think they might want to play at a slower pace and try and avoid a track meet.
Now, here's MP following the shot by Chris Paul. And there's the bucket from MP.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
David's struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Cameron Payne's checked in for Paul. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Bridges finds Booker. Now here's Payne. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Ayton over Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Sharge has checked in for Jay Crowder, and Johnson subbed in for Mikal Bridges. And here's Payne after the three-pointer from MP. Booker the pass to Ayton, and that one good. Well,
Devin Booker has really developed his pick-and-roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
A three from MP. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now here's Booker. Last game we saw him score 32. Can't hit from the elbow.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's MP. Outside to Brogdon. Here's MP. Gets number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And the foul called on MP.
Number 27.
That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second foul of the first quarter. And they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
And Phoenix making a change here. Craig's checked in. And the Celtics also making a change. Valentine's checked in for Brown.
Ouch. 3 fouls for him already. And now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting with Phoenix.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Landry Shamit's checked in for Phoenix. Payne hits them both. And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Now here's Johnson after the miss from MP. 27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Payne. He takes it in, and he banks in the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
MP dishes to Gallinari. Three-pointer. Craig pulls it in. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Boston Celtics enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your
And if you're substitutions with a completely new group on the floor. On the floor for Boston, we've got White. Jaylen Brown out there with Gallinari. Then it's MP. And it's Williams at the 5. For 3, Booker. The rebound by the Celtics.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break of mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Toronto got the job done. He scored 53 points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of three-pointers. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Aiden, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Al Horford is checked in for the Celtics. Denzel Valentine comes in for Derek White. The three from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Suns shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They have been sharp from beyond.
59.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. He's checked in for the Celtics. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Up top, Crowder, guarded by Horford. Here's Booker, trying to get open as Crowder. And there's Booker on the assist from Crowder. Booker's got 12.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And that was another look at the fantastic mobile one drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness. He's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
And stolen by MP.
Suns foul. Chris Paul.
For Boston, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. You can see those numbers read pretty well.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Bridges finds a excellent D there from Williams.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Booker with it, picked up by Brown. Booker the pass to Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
MP, that's for 2. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Here's Paul. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And many thought Horford's days were over after his OKC stint, but showed he can still be a difference maker in Boston. And boy, was he a huge part of their finals run.
Tatum against Bridges. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Sharch has checked in for Phoenix. Torrey Craig comes in for Booker. Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. Horford may not be as consistent as he once was, but Greg, he shows up when you need him the most.
You know, he had several big games for the Celtics in the postseason. Great shooter who can really space the court for you. Still also a top-level defender at the rim. And he helped define their interior defense.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Now, Marcus Smart is not shy with his philosophy. He says it takes little talent to play defense, but a whole lot of want to. Get every 50-50 ball, take charges, be a great teammate, compete, never be okay with losing. And Kevin, he has always walked the walk, too.
He has. Defensive Player of the Year. He's a terrific player. No question about it. David, thank you. Paul kicks to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Saric trying to break free. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Crowder's got his second bucket of the night. Here's MP. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Craig against Tatum. Craig kicks to Saric. Back to Craig. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges passes to Craig. There's the triple. Horford with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Nailed from three-point land.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bridges outside. Pass to Craig. Back to Bridges. To the left side wing. Hall. And Boston with the rebound.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you've got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
So for the Suns, Johnson, he's checked in for Crowder. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. No good on the quick three. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
On the floor for Boston.
27.
They've got Jackson. Raymond is out there with Williams. Then there's Valentine. And it's MP in at the point guard position. And stolen by MP.
Suns foul. Chris Paul. 4th personal foul. 5th team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for the Celtics, number 27, taking 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Craig kicks to Lee. Here's a Kogi. Three-pointer. And no good. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end of the
this
game.
crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
Lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pata, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pata, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Andela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena.
Porque yo tengo todo, a mí las shorties me hacen coro. Que quiere foto, pa' que se le enoje el novio. I got it wrapped around my finger like a yo-yo. just like a Lolo. A mí me gusta cómo habla la colombiana y cómo baila la PR dominicana. Yo tengo labia, soy muy buena para el habla. Me dice capa, la Argentina vino de capa. Su novio me odia porque ella ya se le cae. Pero por si se pasa, traigo yo el y la chavala, atentamente la mexicana. Yo tengo el road, dime con quién estaba.
Tengo todo lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Mandela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo lo que le gusta a las nenas, la labia, pasta, el dinero, la vela. Si quieres más, que busque Mandela. Si suena Nicky y toda la baby resuena. Tengo todo, voy por la cuarta vela. Y ando con un flow que te quema. Mira, se cree en G, no roban mi energía. Contacto y emociones, física y condiciones, música y aviones. No olvido cuando, pero se anda diciendo